In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create thumbnails using Thumbnail Blaster Pro. And if you stay to the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can get Thumbnail Blaster Pro discounted as well as some bonus content. And if you want more information, pricing and stuff like that, I'm going to show you where to find it as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, stay tuned. So if you've followed my past videos all about Thumbnail Blaster, then you should already be up to scratch with what you're looking at. But if you haven't, go ahead and click the link below this video, which will take you to my full-blown review of Thumbnail Blaster, as well as the other tutorials that I've done of Thumbnail Blaster. So I've already connected a YouTube channel. It's my demo YouTube channel, and I'm now going to go ahead and select a video and click next step. Now it's taken me to step 2, which is the template section. I'm just going to detick the club toggle only because I am not a club partner, but there is more information about that if you're interested, just in the link below. So I'm just going to have a quick browse and have a look at what sort of thumbnail that's kind of getting my attention today. So I think I'm going to go ahead and select one that I think could be very high converting, and I'm going to go ahead and go with this one here. Now, although it's for pets, I'm going to just change it up a little bit. So you might be curious why my face is behind on this image, and what Thumbnail Blaster's done is when you select a video, it will actually import the thumbnail of that video if you want to utilize it in any way. Now on the left, let's go ahead and exploring these 5 tabs, which are text, shapes, image, background and layers. So let's start off with text. So the text, all that you need to do to add it onto this page is select one of the texts. So I'm just going to go ahead and select alpha. Okay, now that it's on the page, I can select it and drag it anywhere. Okay, you'll also see that when you select it on the left here, actually changes. So if I wanted to change the text, I can do hello or subscribe. Okay, and now the text is there. You can also add your own custom fonts from your own TTF format files, or your Google Fonts, add from Google Fonts, and you would just add the Google font name and it will import it. So that's actually really nifty little features. If you want more information, it's also got training and tips and stuff like that right here. It's only 1:38 long, and it basically guides you on all the text options. So it's nice that they've got a little help section there for you. If you wanted to change the font type, you'll do that just in these 2 columns, and then you have the size of the text as well. So if I wanted to make it bigger or smaller, but what you can also do is select the font, select it like so, and on the corner of the font just drag it, and that will make it bigger and scale it much better. Okay, so I'm just going to drag that down. Well, actually, let's pull it at the top of the page for now. Okay, so next what you can do is you've got your color option. So this will change the color of the font, or you've got the drop icon tool where you can select any image and it will change it according to that color. So just change it, and then as you can see, put it on the orange background. There you have it. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Let's just go ahead and change it to white. Okay, so then you've got the positioning. This will just change it. So instead, if you don't want to drag and drop it, if you want to get it pixel perfect, that's what you use the positioning icon to. You can also do opacity and make it transparent or not. Add shadows if you want. Add a stroke. Let's say 10 pixel stroke. Okay. Then you can also add gradients. I actually think this is a really nice feature, and you can see you can just quickly get some really nice desired effects. Okay, just like so. Really cool. Next, you can play around with the layers, but I'm actually going to leave that next time. And you've got your lock feature, which will actually lock the icon, but we're going to play with that a little later on. Okay, so next let's move on to the next tab, which is shape. And here you've got all of these categories which have different things inside them. So for example, arrow, if you select that, it shows lots of different arrows that you can use, and let's just go ahead and select this one. Okay, so I've just selected that. I can make it bigger, and there you go. So you can see that the overall functionality of doing things are actually the same. So back to shapes, and let's go to basic shapes, and you can see it's got lots of all these different basic shapes. If you want to add a button, it's got loads of these different designs. So again, select it, click here, and then there you go. And if you want to delete, just select it and click delete on your keyboard, or on the layer delete like so. back to shapes, and you can see for every single one you've got so many different options to start using. I'll let you go through that in your own time, but it's nice to know that you actually have all of these options, okay? And remember, this software has been specifically designed for conversion. So every single shape in here is a shape that likely evokes some sort of emotion or action when people are looking at them, okay? Also, you can do draw custom shape, and again, just select, click, click, and if you're familiar with what a pen tool is, it kind of acts like that, okay? Really cool. And just go here. Okay, and there you have it. Okay, I'm just going to delete that. So let's move over to the image tab, and what you can see is you can upload your own images. Okay, and then just select that and upload like so, and you can select it and it will add it to the page. Or if you go back to your image, they also have system images, so you know, images that they've uploaded which you can use. They've also got the Pixabay library, so if I just type in food search, you can see it's now showing loads of food images, and you've also got icons here. So if I just type in hand, for example, press search, it's showing all of these icons. So again, you've got basically a built-in library of different sorts of things. And another really cool feature is if you add a URL into load from YouTube video, do select frame, what this allows you to do is it allows you to select a frame from a YouTube video. So let's just say I want this frame here. Load this frame, and then you'll right click, save image as, close, and then you will just simply upload that image, go to my images, and then there you have it. You've got the image there, and I'm just going to make that smaller, okay? So then you've got the image there. Now, another cool thing you can do is remove colors. Now, I don't think this is the best tool for removing colors, but it's certainly not awful. So the way this works is you'll select the image, click remove color, click the little eyedropper icon, and then you'll select an element of that image, and then you'll use this little toggle here just to try and get or recover anything that you don't want. Like I said, it's not the best, and ideally would work best if you had a completely solid background, but it's still a nifty tool to have. I'm just going to select that, okay? Now let's move on to the background color. So you're not going to be able to see the background, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to layers really quickly, select on the image, press, and I'm just going to delete this, delete, and delete this background color, okay? So now we can see the background color. So if we click on solid, you have a choice. You can select the color palette, or you can see the already colors in the system, just like so, and it changes everything nice and smooth for you. You can also change the transparency of the color as well if you chose to, okay? Really nice. You can also use the eyedropper tool. So let's say I want the color of this dog's nose, select that, okay, and there you have it. It's now taken that color, okay? So if I move this here, move the dog a bit bigger, okay, and we're also, what you can do with the backgrounds, you can also add a gradient. So as you can see, let's just change it like so, and you can see it's changing the style gradient all the way down, okay? There we have it, update, okay, and that works really nicely. Another thing is the patterns. So you can add your own patterns, your own custom patterns, or you know, the patterns that they've got in, just like so. So that's actually really cool. I do like a lot of the patterns that they've added into the system, okay? And have you noticed that every single thing that we're doing is literally click and you achieved it. Next, if we go to image, you can upload your own images, or you can select from the system files, just like so. I think I've illustrated this point enough for you. And that's the background tab. Let's move on to layers tab. Now, if you're not 100% sure what a layer is, it's basically every single element on the page is classed as a layer, and we have these so we can arrange them any way we want, categorize things better, and or bring them to the forefront or the background of the image. So for example, the subscribe button, the subscribe text is currently in front of the dog, but if we wanted to move it below the dog, or behind the dog, sorry, we will drag it and then pop it there, and you can now see the text is behind the dog. Go back to layers and bring it back to the front. Okay, so that's actually really easy to use. Now, another thing is that even though this software has been created for YouTube thumbnails, you can actually use it for all other platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and what's not. And you can see they've got presets. So if I just select if I just select 1 by 1, you can see that they've added this text here, which is actually really good for like Instagram and videos like that. Okay, so I'm just going to change the back to here. Okay, and if you want to keep on using this template, you can say doggy template. Okay, and this will save to your personal library. You can also save it as a JPEG and click save and continue. So now you can see that we have the template there, and if you have the agency license, which I talk about more in my blog, just click the link below. You can actually add your own watermarks there and click watermark and download them. Okay, you can also save them as a PNG or JPEG, so you have plenty of variation there. You don't need to be in the agency, and it'll just load it like so. Now, annoyingly, something just happened and it just closed my browser down. That had no relation to this. I think my computer just froze or something. Now, one of the good things is that we actually already saved this the design that I just showed you. So all I'm going to do is select the video again, go to next step, and where it says my templates, I'm just going to untick all the others, and you can see we actually have that template already there. So I'm just going to click use template. Okay, and now I have that template there, and I can continue, save and continue. Okay, save template. Okay, and now we're back to where we started in like a few clicks. Okay, so the next step is, if I've already downloaded it, I'm already happy with it, the next step is just to publish it. So I'm going to go ahead and click publish and publish now. Now, this can take up to 6 hours. That's not to do with the software, that's just to do with YouTube. But I'm just going to go ahead and press OK. And now I'm going to head over to my YouTube channel and have a look to see if it's been done. Okay, so I'm now on my YouTube channel, and you can see that this video right here has in fact been done. So if I just click edit details, you can see there we have it. Okay. That thumbnail has been done, and I didn't need to upload it myself. Now, I said at the beginning of this video that I would give you more information about thumbnail blasters, bonus content and discounts, and tutorials and stuff like that, and all of that information can be found in the link below this video. Go ahead and click it and it'll take you to this website. This website's got loads of training and pricing information. Everything you want to know about Thumbnail Blaster will be able to be found here. And if you just use this navigation right here, click, for example, Thumbnail Blaster bonuses. These are the bonuses you're going to get when you purchase Thumbnail Blaster through my link. You're also going to get the discount automatically applied when you click any of these buttons on the page, and that should, from the date that this video has been created, give you an 80% discount for Thumbnail Blaster. Now, I do want to emphasize that do change their discounts on a regular basis. So 80% is usually the highest you can get, and that's one of the rarer ones. So I don't know if they're going to be bringing this back for you. So if you are interested in getting that discount and in Thumbnail Blaster, then act now rather than later. Now, if you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this, or you want to be notified with the daily videos all about video SEO tips and tricks to help the individual or the business owner grow their digital assets, make sure you subscribe, because you'll get notified every single time I upload a new video. And with that being said, we're now at the end of this video. I do hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.